Good morning, everyone. I am Pranali, your host for today. I welcome each and everyone for today's Sadgun Sang Meet. This is our 277th virtual webinar. Topic for today is your blueprint for success, which shall be taken by Mr. Venu CV. Agenda for the Sadgun Sang Meet, particulars, virtual inauguration by Dr. Sundar Kataria, invoking the blessing of deity, chanting of Gayatri Mantra, introduction of speaker, presentation by Mr. Venu CV, question and answer session, closing session. Dr. Sundar Kataria, Chairman and Managing Director of ICS Group Companies, Sadgun Sang conceived and led by Dr. Sundar Kataria, driven with a mission to elevate the quality, safety and environmental awareness levels of industry. Sadgun Sang is a series of educative, informative events aiming to illuminate professionals on possible solutions to current issues of industry and economy. His designation and organization, Chairman and Managing Director of International Certification Services Private Limited, Academic Qualification, Mechanical Engineer AIM, Honorary Doctorate, Business Management, Experience Nuclear RAP. He started his career in building India's first nuclear power plant at Rawatbhatta, Kota, Rajasthan. Oil and gas EIL. He contributed in developing India's first oil and gas field at Bombay High since its inception. DNV, he was a head of industry and offshore development with DNV for 2 decades. ICS, he is a founder of a first Indian conformity assessment and inspection body known as International Certification Services Private Limited, which is a provider of a total quality solution under single umbrella with a wide spectrum of services. Achievements and awards. Lifetime Achievement Award of NACE Corpon received several national and international awards. Now I request Dr. Sundar Kataria sir to virtually inaugurate today's session.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Please join us for the recitation of the Gayatri Mantra. Introduction of the keynote speaker. Mr. Venu CV, designation and organization, founder and director of Venu CV Leadership Nexus, also identified as mind coach, productivity specialist, certified memory trainer, and a leadership development expert. Academic qualification, mechanical engineer, Bangalore University. Achievements and awards, Karnataka Shrestha Trainer Ratna, Karnataka State Teachers Pratibha Parishad and partner institutions, Distinguished Toastmaster DTM, Toastmasters International Highest Honorer, the Best Trainer Awards, Spark Academy and Surya Foundation, Karnataka Ratna Power Star, Puneet Rajkumar Award, TV4 Canada, experience over 21 years of corporate leadership experience, worked with a global organizations such as IBM, Verisign, HCL Parrot Systems. Expertise includes high impact training and coaching, leadership development, organizational transformation, contributions, deliver structured training, coaching and high-performance interventions, design outcome-driven programs for capability building and competitive advantage, transform diverse audiences, seniors leaders to emerging talent, train thousands of professionals, educators, and corporates. Welcome, Mr. Venu CV, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, my voice is clear, Pranali?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me share my presentation. Good morning, all. Yeah, Pranali, I don't know, like, is people coming on video or like what is the usual practice? Yeah, I want to see some faces. If you want, you can come on video, okay? In between, I will ask some questions, or in between, you can interact, pitch in, and ask your doubt, so that I'll feel like talking to you. Yeah, I'll leave it to you people how you want to do it, but I love to interact with you people. Maybe you can come online, unmute yourself, and you can ask questions in between.
Okay.
Okay. How many people know about triangle of success? See, this is one concept, triangle of success. It talks about triangle is having three sides. One side talks about knowledge. The first phase of the triangle talks about knowledge. It is all about our academic qualification, certification. It talks about what we gain over the period of time. And the second phase of the triangle talks about skills, what is required to lead a career life or our professional life. And the third one is attitude. See, knowledge will give only the opportunity to get into a job. Maybe it will take you till to the interview level. That's it. Okay. Because seeing your qualification, people will recognize, people will call for the interview, and you have to face interview. You have to pass technical skills, communication skills. There are many rounds, and we need to have a specific skills required to pass through the interview. Whatever academically what you learn, right, it will not sufficient to get through the interview. Okay, that is the first phase of the triangle talks about. Second phase of the triangle talks about skills. We want to survive in our industry, in our profession, need to gradually upgrade our skills required to fulfill our job. Oh, I got a degree. I'm a double degree holder. I've done this many certification. This is not sufficient to get into a professional ladder. You need to learn a lot of specific skills as and when required. For example, in this technology driven world, right? What we learn today may be obsolete for next 1 year or 2 years down the line. You need to learn new skills, new kind of a altogether total different. See, initially maybe when I started, I was using COBOL to code my language programming, but now there is no COBOL. No one talks about COBOL much. They're talking about C, C++, but now there are framework is there. Now AI is came into picture. So learning skills is a continuous process. It is not just limited to technical skills. The skills related to a lot of like leadership skills, communication skill, negotiation skill, what is required to run a industry or to perform your job. Okay, then third phase of the triangle talks about attitude. See, until unless you have a right attitude, you have knowledge, you have skills, but you don't have the right attitude, then you can't be a complete person. So when you want to be a complete person, you want to see a success in your life, you should have a knowledge, you should have a right skill. At the same time, you should have an attitude. When I say attitude, attitude is more about values and ethics, emotional mastery, how you manage your team, coordinate with your team, how the rapport building you do with the network with the other people. There is a spiritual quotient, there is a purpose in life. There are many things come into picture. So this is talks about triangle of success. You need to learn a lot of interpersonal skills and you need to learn a lot of intrapersonal skills over the period of time to become a complete circle. So moving on to this, when you have only a knowledge is kind of a dots, this will come in like a, you just using a chat GPT and all, not connecting the dot. Okay. You'll be like just a scattered information. When you have a knowledge plus right skills, right, then you are connecting the dots. So with attitude, you will become a complete human being. So on the similar line, recently I published my book, Your Blueprint for Success. That is also written in a concept of triangle of success. Okay. So you have seen triangle of success, you require a knowledge, you require a skills, you require an attitude. So take it forward, right? Your blueprint for success give a practical way to achieve your success. When I say success, right, what do you mean by success for you? Anyone can unmute and say what is mean by success? I'll wait for a few seconds, otherwise I'll move on. What do you mean by success for you? Okay. When you want to achieve a success, success is not having a separate specific meaning as such. Okay. Everybody will have their own meaning. So understanding this concept of goal setting, time mastery blueprint and memory mastery blueprint, you can create your blueprint. For anything to achieve, we need a direction, we need to have a goal. When say goal is not one dimensional. Goal is having 5 dimensions. There is a personal goals, professional goals, relationship goals, leisure goals, and our lifestyle goals. When you have all the goals achieved, then only you can become a perfect human being, or your life will be fulfilled. Only you are focusing on your professional goals, ignoring the personal, leisure, other things, right? Maybe now you will feel fine. Over the period of time, you will feel not happy with the way you are going forward. What we need to understand is life is not a sprint, life is a marathon. So it is not like 1 year, 2 year, I will work, I'll make money. No. Maybe after 10 years down the line, you need to have a health also. Whatever your money you earn, so to fulfill or enjoy that money, or enjoy that property, position, what you had, you need to have an health. So apart from this, you need to have a relationship also. If you have a relationship with your family, spouse, children, and with your friends and all, makes a lot of meaning to your life. If you're missing one goal, so your life will not be completed. That goal setting talks about it will give a direction to your life, what we need to become. Second talks about, yes, you are setting your 5 dimensions of goals, and finally you end up in saying, I don't have time. So here I'm going to say to you or prove to you, you don't have just time to do everything, but you can create your own time, years of time. That is where I'm talking about time mastery blueprint. There are many ways to, you can generate your time, save time, and everybody will have 24 hours of time. Say many people are doing many things, but why I'm or someone doing very less? That kind of comparison, when you open your mind's eye, you'll get to know where and all I am leaking and where and all I can save time. So second pillar of triangle talks about how to design my time. Yes, in this competitive world, you have a direction of goals. We know what to do in your life. You have sufficient time to achieve your goals. However, learning is a continuous process. Just having a time, just having a goal, it will not happen. You need to learn a lot of things over the period of time. As I said, right, being in this competitive world, technology-driven world, learning is a continuous process. Oh no, I'm not having a degree. Oh, my job is done. No further done learning. No, continuously you need to learn till you die. That is what talks about memory mastery blueprint. There I am giving a lot of strategy about how we can memorize things better, how we can retain for longer duration, how you can recall. See, not only the memorize, recall and all, how fast you can memorize, how you can reduce your time, how you can reduce your time in terms of learning. So, memory mastery blueprint gives a knowledge or a techniques to upgrade your knowledge. So goal setting gives direction, time mastery blueprint gives to design your time, and memory mastery blueprint gives the knowledge or the skills to learn pretty fast or learn and retain for longer duration. So in this concept, this entire book is created. Today I'll go to touch upon few concepts of each one, because in the interest of the time, I'm going to touch very important, crisp, with examples. I will explain. Though today I will going to have a lot of takeaway messages from this today's session. Next 45 minutes, I will complete my presentation. I'll keep it for more than like 20 minutes for your Q&A. I love to interact more than just giving a content or giving some information. When I interact, right, your doubts will be get clarified and we will have a better message at the end of the session. Is this fine? Shall I move on? Yes. Okay. Now, see, everybody talk about SMART goals. From the many years, people talk about, hey, when you set a goal, you should have a specific goal, you should have a measurable goal, relevant goal. Okay, it is something measurable goal. Yeah, anyone is having any question? Can someone mute? Hello, Pranisha, can you go on mute?
No, sir. No, there is no one.
Yeah, okay. So everybody talk about SMART goals, specific, measurable, relevant, time bound and all. Okay. Yes, that is the important parameter to set a goal. But in my book, I came out of a lot of other parameters. You should know, you should aware of it, and you need to do many things to reach your goals. Okay. It is not just a goal as it is. A person beyond the goal is important. There are many psychological factors come into picture when you set a goal. First of all, people set a goal. It is not a goal at all. Something they will set a goal. It is state. For example, many people set a goal. I want to earn money. I want to be successful. I want to be peaceful. I want to be fit. These are all state, it is not a goal. First, we need to clear how to set a goal. Goal should have a start date, end date, and you should meet this specific smart parameters. It should be time bound, start date, end date. It should be measurable over the period of time. If I set a goal because I want to become a, okay, from being a student, I want to become a doctor or MBBS, I want to do. Okay, first 1 year I have to do like this. I have to score something like this. Okay, then this is the score. If I'll get into this goal, next 10 years I will do MBBS. Then next 2 years, immediately as soon as I do and complete my MBBS, I will apply for MD. Then I will pass through the MD. So in next 2 years, I will become a professional doctor in a specific something. So goal should be something higher. Goal should be specific. Goal should be on the top. Like the highest goal you should achieve. So then only you can start working towards the goal. Goal is a must for in everybody's life because that will give a direction. Without a goal, right, our mind will not be focused. It is something you are going to a particular destination. Okay, if you know the destination properly, this is where I want to go, this is the work I need to do. After reaching there, I need to reach by end of evening, right, something, then so that I need to meet some person, Then if you have that kind of a goal, you know what are all the cities you need to pass, and you will have an urgency in your drive so that you want to reach that particular time. You don't have all those things. You will take your own sweet time and you don't know where to reach. Maybe in between also you'll say, okay, let's take a deviation, let's go here and go back to that particular final destination. That is where goal setting is important. So we understood goal should be goal, it should not be a state. For example, I want to earn some this much of money. So next 20 years, I will earn this much money. These are all the things I need to achieve. This is the promotion I need to get over the period of time. Getting that kind of promotion, I will earn that much of money, that much of savings. So that is also entire thing is about goal. Then direction of the goal, whether it is a toward or away. It is very much important to set a goal because many people set a goal because of someone's sake or to prove something to the external world. That happens, right? Because goal is not a short-term goal. Goal most of the time it is a long-term goal. Even consider like a goal of a fitness. I want to reduce 5 kg. Suppose if I set a goal next 6 months, I will reduce 5 kg. Yeah, even next 6 months you reduce 5 kg. It not mean that, oh, that's the end of the fitness. No, you need to continue that fitness, right, over the period of time till you die or whatever it may be. So it is a continuous process. So if you take it like in that terms, goal is always a long-term goal. It's not a short-term goal. Even if you earn money, if you earn promotion, then to retain in that position, right, you need to work a lot of things. Otherwise, you will be out of the competition. Suppose you become a CEO of a company, that is your goal. You can't stop there. To retain that in that CEO of a company, you need to learn every time, you need to learn a lot of new skills, leadership qualities, keep reading books, upgrading the latest technology. There are many things you need to keep learning, then only you can be there in the CEO level. So for me, there is no looking at externally, it looks like a short-term goal. In reality, everything is a long-term goal. So goal should always be an inward. Suppose, see, I want to become I want to study MBBS because my parents want it. That is a away goal. If I want to become a doctor, I want to become an MD because I want to serve the society. That is the toward goal. When you have a towards goal, right? Our affection, the passion, the motivation is always be there. So always think about your goal, make it easy your goal. You are to passionate about your goal and you need to dream of that goal. Then only you will have a motivation. Otherwise, many people set their goals, but they're quit in between. Because the report says that I'm not saying more than 75% of the startup companies, more than definitely more than 50% of the startup company will close down in a span of 3 to 5 years or 1 to 5 years, they will close down. Why? Because people start their goals without any aim or it because someone started a business, they successful. Oh, I will also do it. No, it will not work like that because there is a lot of psychological factors associated. Because I'm addressing psychological factor many things because we are programmed over the period of time. My mindset is different, my emotional stability is different and compared to other people, the way I think is different. There are many parameters come into picture. There are many parameters influence our thinking mind. So there are like lot of psychological factors come into picture. Okay. So keeping all this, I thought about it. What is one thing it is missing? Why people will quit their goals? Even consider like a New Year resolution. Maybe by January they'll set a goal, New Year goal, but the end of February, 80% of the goal is vanished. So why is this? So then I created a framework called Perfect Module, PERFECT. So P stands for purpose. We need to add a purpose to our life. And E stands for educate. We need to educate a lot. We will touch upon purpose and educate a little bit in today's session. There are like PER. R is resourcefulness. Resource is not only the cause of not reaching the goal. Being resourceful is very much important in your life. How to get things done with a limited resource, that is a resourceful skillness. Then forming good habits like a feasibility, like energy management is one, PRFECT, okay, consistency and time management. These are all the factors come into picture. So let's move on to the purpose, okay. See, let's tell me a story why purpose play important role in achieving your goal. There are many unsung heroes. Let's take an example of Dasharath Manji. Okay. So Dasharath Manji is called as a mountain man of India. Okay. He's a small laborer in a village in Bihar, some remote village. Okay, he used to work in a quarry as a woodcutter, woodcutting person. He used to work in a field. Okay, what usually in the village side, you know, right, that wife of the ladies will carry the brunch in the afternoon, something to serve to the person because they're working in a quarry in a sunlight. They will reach early. These people will carry the food. So Dakshath Manji was working in a hilly station, cutting the stone. His wife Palguni Devi was carrying a lunch for him. Pregnant lady. She by mistake she fell and she fell down while sleeping and she fell down. And Dasharath Manji, the time he took to the main city because he has to cross a mountain all over. He almost crossed like a 50 kilometers away the town. So by the time he took her to the hospital, doctor said brought dead. Then a thought came to him, okay, his village is this side and the other main city is the other side. So if there is a road between the mountain, right, then gradually it is reduced and it can be reached in 10-15 minutes. That is the thought it came because he has to cross the entire mountain range so that by the time it takes few hours to reach the town. With this intention, with this values and ethics, with this humanity, he said he approached many people, why can't you cut this road so that as a being this villager, right, we can reach to the town very easily. We not only medical assistant, many things we can do. And people laughed at him. No one came to his rescue. Just using a chisel, hammer and crowbar, he started cutting the mountain. And in between, he made many attempts to reach to the officials, authorities of different departments. Everybody laughed and no one supported him. But he didn't lose his hope. But he started cutting this mountain. And over the period of 20 long years, he cut 25 feet width road and 25 feet height road almost and 30 meters length of road. He cut alone. So he called as the mountain man of India. See, what we need to understand here is he had a purpose to his life. He had a purpose means a meaning to his life. Okay, this is what the life. It is not a self also. It is for a bigger cause. He created that purpose. So when you had a purpose, right? Even there is a lot of challenges in between also. We will not lose out the motivation. We'll keep doing it. When you look at all successful people, everybody will have a purpose in their life. That is why they're working so much hard. Even though there is ups and downs in their life, they'll work on their goals. Maybe here and there they'll demotivate, but they'll come to the track because that become their passion. Okay. So you understand, right? The purpose is important. How I can set a purpose is the simple technique. What you can use is 5W and 1H. 5 wife and 1 husband. Need to start asking why the purpose. Okay, who, where, what, when, and how I can implement. When you start asking questions based on your goals, so you'll start getting a clarity. Suppose I want to crack through my IAS, UPSC exam. Okay, if a student wants to crack an UPSC exam, yes, he will ask what for I want to have an UPSC exam. Okay, why I need to become an IAS officer? I want to serve the society. Okay, maybe in my family no one had this kind of become educated. That is why I want to become an IAS officer. Oh, many people in my village, they're affected by this thing. We don't have a power. That is why I want to become an IAS officer so that I will bring something to my village town. So if I have a power, I can do wonders. This kind of thought process happens in your mind, right? That will build a concrete motivation in your way of life. So that is where that will take you to the your end goal. So add a purpose to your life. Even whatever it may be, a small goal, big goal, or whatever it may be, you should have a purpose. For example, I want to be fit, right? I want to be fit so that I want to be healthy. There is a purpose. Okay. So seeing a team, people should feel, oh, Venu is so much fitness conscious. Okay, why can't we also follow? Okay, there is a purpose when you keep adding, right? Then your reality will come true. Clear? Yeah. Let's move on to the law. One more point, right? Perfect. PE, educate, right? Educate is one of the important tasks. Many people will miss out because when you set a goal, there is a long journey you need to go. Again, I'm for simple calculation, you want to become a manager of a company or a CEO of a company. So you need to have a good marks in your college, then get into a very good college, then you pass out, then get into a good company. There you keep getting promotions from team member to team lead to manager, manager to senior manager, then director. Then there are a lot of levels you need to go through this. To achieve this, your learning is a continuous process and a lot of skills to be learned, right? So for that, if you know to reach that level, what and all I need to do, what education, when I say educate, right, it is not like education is educate what I need to have. Okay, to reach that I should be very communicative. That is the education they will learn. Educate. Okay, I need to learn a lot of certification. Yes. Okay, I need to be right. My profile in LinkedIn should be great enough, right? I should write a lot of articles. I need to have patent. Okay, this kind of vision, if you get right, these are all the points I need to achieve over the period of time to become a CEO of a company. You can start working on this. This is the educate. Is starting off your goal, right? When you set a goal, sit and come back and do what are all I need to achieve this goal. Next 5 years, what I need to do. Next 10 years, what and all I need to do. So 15 years I require to reach that particular position. So over the period of time, year on year, what I need to achieve, right? That will get a clarity with respect to educate. The simple tool, what I'm going to tell, one simple tool is SWOT analysis, SWOT. When you set a goal, right? For that particular goal, you create a 4 quadrant and start putting your content, right? What is my strength to achieve its goals? What are all my weakness at this point of time to achieve this goal? What are all my opportunities as I keep learning something from my strength or what I need to do? Okay, weakness, right? Once you learn the weakness, then you need to start working on this. Once I keep working on my weakness, what are all the opportunities I will gain? Okay, what are all the threats if I not do that? Okay, when you have this kind of clarity, so that will give an educate you what is missing in me, what is my strongness, what is my weakness, what and all I need to learn. So this is not a one time. Over the period of time, you need to keep doing. Oh, after learning something, right? We need to ask, check and balance, right? Oh, after a few years, again do your SWOT analysis. Oh, now I got many strength, still I have some more weakness to achieve my bigger goal. Oh, these are all the opportunities. If I do this, I can go for a speed track. Many things will get into a clarity, and threats means threats will keep reducing it. So SWOT analysis is one thing you can become educate. Okay. Okay. Now I would like to stop and wait for you to ask any question with respect to goal setting. As I said, goal setting is of 5 dimensions: personal, professional, relationship, then leisure, then your lifestyle, many things. Okay. I give couple of pointers for you to understand the importance of goal setting. Okay. I'll stop for here for 5 minutes or few minutes to check for your questions. So I'll move on to the next pillar, that is time mastery blueprint. Or you can send a chat message also. So I'll try to. Any questions? Maybe you want to chat also, send a message also. Because goal, without goal, right? Psychologically, your mind will not have a direction. When you set a goal, set a purpose, when you educate, right, this will act like a burning desire. So it feel like, yeah, I need to do this. Somehow I need to achieve this thing. See, I have set goal. See, in my journey also, initially I was without a goal, without any aim. Then I completed my education as a mechanical engineer. Like I studied in rural Karnataka. I didn't focus many things. What are the skills required, communication skill and all. I was working, but I didn't get what I wanted. My salary is meager. So I had my own business parallelly, many things I used to do. Then finally I quit my job and did a mainframe course, then moved to IT. When I moved to USA on H1 visa, then I realized the lack of my communication skill. So every evening, right, come back, I used to cry, feel sad, right? Oh, along with learning also, because of my lack of communication skill, I had a lot of challenges. Okay, that made me trigger, right? I need to do something on my communication skill. Over the period of time, that become my goal. That give a meaning, right? So I need to go to government school and educate them on the soft skills. In the process, that become my passionate. I quit my IT job in the age of 43 and I started working on this because my goal is a bigger goal. I want to become an international speaker. So I started writing books. I wrote as of now like 4 books. My fifth one I'm writing is Energy Management for Life Success. This is all about goal setting. So, if no question means I'll move on. Okay. So now you set a goal. Okay. But goal I said right, 5 dimension. There are many parallel goals and all. So that we need time, right? People say I don't have time. But I created again a framework. Okay. Effortless framework. There is an abbreviation I created. I created a framework and then I built my own takeaway messages, tools, techniques to create your time. Well, first one is energy management, fitness, physical, mental, emotional fitness. Habits is one because more than 40% of our life is activities, actions, or habits. So good habits will save a lot of time. Organized living, a place for everything, everything in its place. You want to keep a key in a particular place. The way you structure your folders, okay. The way you organize things, right. Many things, preparation and all comes under organized living. Resourcefulness, even you don't have a resource, right. You to be resourceful. To give an example of resourcefulness, for example, Jack Ma is a Alibaba founder of Alibaba in China, a rich person. He didn't have money to do education. He failed many interviews. His communication skill was not that great. So he became a free guide to the foreign tourist. So that is the resourcefulness he found. Like this, many people you take a ride. Saram Visvesvaraya studied under the street light, used to have food in the temple, what you used to get in temple, right? These are all the ways people become resourceful. Resourcefulness is something in our own circle. Many people are there to support. We need to support, ask, and have a proper network to get their help also. Okay, this is resourcefulness is a bigger subject again. Okay, then time management, as usually, we'll talk about 4 quadrants of time management. Technology, liberation of leverage technology, and skill is one important. We'll touch upon energy management and skills little bit about this module. Okay. What is energy management? We'll try to understand energy management. Energy management is of four energies: physical energy, mental energy, emotional energy, spiritual energy. If you lose out one energy also, your productivity will be reduced. Okay, you will lose out a lot of money, a lot of time. For example, you have all the time in the world, but you are stressed out, agitated. Is this possible for you to utilize the time effectively? No. So everybody talk about time management, prioritize, schedule it. Okay, have a to-do list. Okay, what to do in the morning, what to do in the afternoon, what to do in the evening, right? When your energy is good, do it something. There are many things we learn from energy management. There is a four quadrant: important, urgent, Stephen Covey time management metric. Important, urgent, important, not urgent, not important, urgent, not important, not urgent. Something and all we have learnt. Maybe if you don't have that idea, little bit right, we need to work on the quadrant two. That is important but not urgent. So after 2 years down the line, some skill is required. Now only you need to work important but not urgent. But if you're not working on that particular skills, particular certification, when time comes, right, that becomes an important urgent. Our stress mind will not learn. So today, for next few minutes, we'll talk about the mental energy. We talk about mind, right? Most of the time, mind your mind. Are you out of your mind? Today, I'm not in a mood. I feel like I'm not in a mood, right? When people talk about so many of this, right, it all points to the mind. So I want to ask you, what is mind? So mind is, in a layman terms, mind is nothing but thought. Thought is nothing but mind. So because when you buy a product, right, if you know the features and functionality of the product, we can utilize that product effectively. So our mind, right, our mind, body, many things we don't know how it works, why it get tired, why it lose out of energy, right? That is where one portion of it is mind management. Okay. So mind is thought. So thought mastery leads to, what we need to understand from this is, when you have a mastery in your thought, thought mastery leads to mind mastery. Mind mastery leads to emotional mastery. Emotional mastery leads to life mastery. Why I'm stressing about thought mastery, right? As per the research report says, right, we think every day around 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. But unfortunate, the bad thing is, more than 75% of our thoughts are redundant, unnecessary, catastrophic, future thinking, regretting, negative thoughts, useless thoughts, gossiping. These are all the thoughts is coming. It is not productive. Nowhere it is useful for us. Only 25% and less of 25% is the thoughts that is useful, productive for our purpose. So the person who increase that percentage from 10% to 20%, 25% to that productive thought utilization, right? That is the person who is going to be successful in his life. Maybe you think of any successful people, they will not lose out their energy for any other things, non-related things. They are not in control of something, right? They will not lose out their energy. Because we need to, if we are agitated with something, we'll stressed out. If we shout at someone angrily, we actually, our breath becomes slow, shallow, and we'll get tired. So everything, right? Thought means anger. Thought means positive thought energizes us. Negative thought drains our energy. Even too much of happiness, too much of joy also, it will reduce our energy. Even you are too much of laughing and all, right, you feel tired. At the same time, too sad, too angry, too many stress and all, right, your shoulder will reduce, neck will bend, okay, slouch position, and you will feel more unmotivated, like we'll feel sad, our energy will be reduced. So we talk about thought. Okay. Now let's try to understand a little bit more about thought. What is thought? How it works and all. Let me tell you an realistic scenario. This is where there is a you and your friends traveling in this hilly mountain, lot of airpin curve, and opposite is also vehicle coming. Nature, beautiful nature. You can't overtake, and you are driving along with your friend, listening to a beautiful music, and backside there is one more vehicle coming very close to you, trying to overtake, and is continuously honking and looking at the opposite vehicle is coming back. This is kept on, is multiple times it happened. What feeling you will get? What thought come to your mind? Maybe you are agitated. You feel, what is this mad person? You don't know the common sense. You don't know the rules, how to behave in this hill station. How can I give a place for him to overtake? He's an immature person. Something and all thought will come. If you are youngsters and all right, you feel like coming towards right, and even you want to stop and see, get down, and you want to have a fight with him. This the thought will come. These are all the agitation will come. So second incident, right, same thing you are going. So the person is honking. Then you are looking at your rear mirror and you saw that person is your favorite heroine is driving that vehicle behind you, and there is no rooftop. Clearly you can see them. When you see your favorite heroine, what thought comes to your mind? Earlier you are agitated. You have a same thought, same agitation. Thought will change. Thought may change. Okay. Thought may change. Oh, you feel like giving overtake, or feel like stopping and taking a autograph. Oh, is your favorite hero, your heroine? Then your thought, your anger will become reduced. Same thing if it is an ambulance. Again, your thought will change. If it's ambassador, different thought. So same situation, same circumstances. So only your thought, the meaning you give it to your thought gives an experience. First lesson what we need to learn is, as a thought will not have an emotion. For that particular thought, what meaning you give it to your thought gives an experience. Clear? Maybe let me put it in a different scenario. You are a office going person. You have at 10 a.m. you have an important meeting, client meeting to attend. So he decided to leave home early and reach office 15 minutes early so that he can be freshen up and you go for a client meeting, important meeting. So the moment you go to your garage to take out your vehicle, you saw a flat tire. What thought comes to your mind? There are many thoughts may come to your mind. One thought may say, oh, my day is gone. Shit, right? What happens to meeting is screwed up. My day is screwed up and all. Many thoughts will come out to go and all. The second thought may say, other thought may say, oh, good. It has happened at the home. I need not to worry about fixing it at this point of time. I can take a cab. I can reach the office same time. Then I can attend the meeting. Evening will come back, then I can take care of this thing. Luckily, it didn't happen in the middle of the highway. This kind of thought will come. So the moment different thought will come, you are angry, the agitation will come down. So the first thought what we need to understand is, the meaning give it to our thought gives an experience, not the thought as it is. Okay. Let's move on to the second scenario. What comes first? Thought comes first or emotion will come first? Okay. To answer to this, let's do an experiment, real experiment. I want you to people to sit straight, your back straight, okay? And follow my instruction. Most of the people like raw mango. Imagine a raw mango is cut into pieces. Even each individual slice cut inside so that salt and chili powder is sprinkled on the slice of the mango, raw mango. Looks very spicy. You feel like eating. After this session, you will be served by Venu couple of slices of raw mango. So now you close your eyes and be in that imagination for few seconds. Venu cut a mango, raw mango is cut into pieces. Even the center pieces slice is made, and salt and chili powder is sprinkled, nicely sprinkled on it. And you can see that visually it is there in front of you. And after this session, you're going to be served and you're going to have minimum 2 pieces of it. And be in that imagination, feel like eating a raw mango. You are picking one slice and eating. Be in that imagination for some, visualize with for some time. So you can open your eyes. Now we can, many people started mouth watering, saliva. Okay. What happens here? Just you didn't tasted a mango, but mere thought made you to salivate or mouth watering. Okay. So for layman terms, the many people there is an argument. Oh, emotion comes first, thought comes first, later. There's a lot of debate, but layman terms will, because first I said the meaning you give it over thought gives an experience. So thought comes first, then emotion comes later. So you got a proof, right? Thought comes first, emotion comes later. So thought mastery is important for you to manage your mind. The managing mind is managing your mental energy. Managing your mental energy means managing your life altogether. So you have any questions? Yeah, we keep saying, right? We have to keep thinking, right? People, as a being, human being, we always keep thinking on 24/7 in autopilot mode. But that is not our true nature, actually. Being in silent is our true nature. We should be conscious about awareness, but we should not always mentally thinking. That is our true nature. We need to learn to be silent many a time, reset and again energize, right? That is where we'll do meditation. People refer, you need to do meditation, you need to be mindful, right? These are all the words we keep hearing because all talk about mind management or energy management, mental management. How I can manage my thought? How I can manage my thoughts? Okay, simple, and a simple way of doing is, being in this materialistic life, we keep thinking. The moment we close our eyes, thoughts keep coming. So easiest way and the simple way is law of substitution. Let me tell you an example for this. Okay, a bald person like me wanted his hair back. Before marriage, he had a bushy hair. After marriage, he lost his hair. Okay. And he tried, made lot of attempt going to many doctors, allopathy, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, many things, but nothing has happened, no results. So finally came to know a Pandit came from Himalaya to his town, and his friends came and said, hey, why can't you go to him? Maybe he's having a right medication for you to get your hair back. Okay. With this intention, with this feeling that, oh, there is something I'm going to happen, he went to that Pandit, asked for some medicine to his for his hair to come back. Okay. The Pandit asked many questions and he found it is a hereditary problem. So no way to his hair to come back. So he don't want to disclose that and say to upfront to that person, because his credibility will be gone, right? Because people are looking at him in a different level. Okay, the Pandit is having for every problem, for diseases, he is having a medicine. Okay. What Pandit did, right? He went inside and brought two bottles, and he gave two bottles to that bald person, saying that apply one in the morning, apply another in the evening. While applying, right? While applying, don't think about monkeys. The person along with the bottle, we went back, right? When he tried to apply, as soon as he put an oil and about to apply, right? What happened? Thoughts keep coming and monkeys are keep coming. So he didn't get his hair back, and Pandit Watts also kept it. And he is also proved because you didn't stop thinking about monkey, that is why you didn't get your hair back. Okay. What you would have done is, simple thing is substitute. Instead of thinking about monkeys, you would have thought about something good thing happened in his life, some good trip he made. So substitution is only best way to reduce our negative thoughts. When there is a negative thought, bring back the positive thoughts, or get into one mindful activities, learn some instruments, So that is why you can control all your negative thoughts. As a layman, that is the one of the important things we need to learn as of now. Because mind will not learn, mind will not listen to our instruction, even our own mind will not listen to our own instruction. To prove that, right, if I tell you, don't think about pink elephant, what you people do, maybe you are thinking about the pink elephant for more time. Correct, right? So what we need to understand from this is giving instruction to our mind. Oh, I want to be happy. I want to be silent. I want to be focused. I want to be concentrated. Concentrate. So that way it will not work. Happen. We need to actually take action. Substitute in many ways. That is what we need to do. We not get ruled by our own mind. We need to rule our mind. That is the concept about energy management. Then I said, right, effortless. The second component, one of the component I want to touch is skills. Skill is one of the important tasks we need to learn. To give my own example, being a manager in IBM, when I was in IBM, I used to manage more than, used to send, receive, respond to more than 20 emails. Because of my lack of writing skill, I used to take 8 minutes, say, for a rough calculation. Now, no chat GPT that particular time. We need the moment, type sentence, understand, grammar check, spelling mistake, and click on send, right? It used to take that much of time. I need to see what is the meaning it is giving. There is no ambiguity in my writing style, right? So the person who is good at writing skill would have taken only 5 minutes. Fair enough, only 3 minutes difference. But one email, 3 minutes, for considering 20 emails per day, it is, I'm going to say, 1 hour exactly. More than 1 hour per day. So if you take it like a 5 years down the line, right, I would have said one full mandate of effort, 1 year of mandate of effort I would have saved because of learning one writing skill. Imagine if you learn something like many skills, right? What is lacking, what is very much required, right? How much time you will save for learning each skill. It is outside, it is only a time, but the mental tension, the focus, we lose out the focus, right? The mental pressure on our this thing, right? We need to see, verify, right? The moment, right? We lose out of energy. Many things internally will happen. So not only we are losing out time, we are also losing out our mental energy. So saving time, creating time is easy. You need to look at like what are the skills I need to learn to fix or fasten my learning or fasten my work, right? How to be productive more. So skill is one. Energy management, thought mastery will be productive. Otherwise, what happens? Physically present, mentally absent. You are as a student, some students are there, you are front of the system, in front of the book, but you are reading, studying for hours together, but learning is limited. Even like a professionals, they're working in front of the system, coding, doing and all, but other stresses and all their agitations are there. You are not productive. Your mind is not creative to do logic thinking and all. Okay. So you understood about energy management, that is time mastery blueprint. Now I want to move on to the third segment, memory mastery blueprint. Before that, I want to stop here. I want to check with you any questions related to goal mastery blueprint and time mastery blueprint. Otherwise, I will finish it off. Then I will open the window for Q&A. Yeah, because I want you to understand better. Like otherwise, I feel like talking to a wall. Like whether people are listening to me, I'll get a doubt. My thoughts will break in between. Okay, some interaction is there. Good. Okay. Next 10 minutes, I will go through the third pillar of my blueprint for success. That is Memory Mastery Blueprint. Here I want to give, see, everybody wants to learn fast, memorize. Many people say, right, I'm aged, oh, I can't memorize. No, that is not true. Because our mind is limited, our conscious mind, subconscious mind, we need to understand a lot of things actually to understand the memory techniques or how our brain learns, right? There are a lot of things we need to understand. For layman terms, what we need to understand is brain language is image language. Brain learns with image. When I say something, Eiffel Tower, Mahatma Gandhi ji, like our Mother Teresa or Mother something, right? Image will come. Some image related to that it will come. Not the letter, not the information, nothing like that. Okay. So brain language is image language. And I want to give a two powerful quotes or powerful mantra so that I'm damn sure if you follow these two techniques, right, your memorization power will increase to double. Whatever the amount you are spending to read or study something, definitely it will reduce to 50%. That is a challenge I can make with you. Okay. The first quote of mine is the power of memorization lies in thinking like a story, visualizing like a movie. Power of memorization lies in thinking like a story, visualizing like a movie. The second one is the power of memorization lies in imagination, association, and visualization. The power of memorization lies in imagination, association, and visualization. Okay. So anything we learn like a story and visualize, power of visualization. If you know this power of visualization, right, this one powerful technique is more than enough for your memorization technique. Power of visualization, power of visualization. Okay. To prove, to give a practical example about these two quotes, right? How will you remember my name, Venu CV? Okay. Let me try to use these two techniques to memorize my or keep in my name forever. Okay. Venu I can associate with venue, Venue. Venue is a place. Venu to Venus, Venus. Last letter remove, right? Venu, Venus, venue. You can remove last letter. So that is the two words I am associating. And CV to curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae is resume. So think like a story, visualize like a movie. Venu is giving a session on a bigger venue, and his face is as bright as Venus. And he is giving a session on how to write effective CV, that is the resume, to write an effective resume. So tomorrow you will not forget my name Venu CV. The moment my name come, bolded come, right? So Venu is bright, face is bright as Venus, then CV is curriculum vitae. You will never forget my name. You will even after 5 years. Oh, that bald person came, took a session. I attended a session. Oh, his name is Venu CV. So that is how we can think like a story, visualize like a movie. The power of memorization lies in imagination, association, and visualization. And together all, we need to learn the power of visualization. So even I want to present this particular session, right? I will close my eyes, okay? I prepared my this thing. I will close my eyes. Oh, these are all the slides, something I need to go through that. This is what I need to explain, right? I will visualize mentally. So this is the power of visualization. I'm from the long-term memory. I'm recalling the content, putting into the conscious memory. That is our working memory. Then I'm giving a session to you. So I'm connecting to my information, recalling very pretty fast because I'm keeping my mind calm. I'm not worrying whether if people are on video or something. Earlier, I used to get disturbed. People are not on the video. Always asking, keep someone on the video and all. But now I'm matured enough. This kind of session, right? If it is not my own session, right? It is fine. Given me a 1.5 hours, just my duty is to give my session. Okay, whether people on video or not. So I made a mindset. So that is why I'm calm. I'm not disturbed. So I'm doing a lot of power of visualization to recall my content. So to conclude this, tell you a story. Swami Vivekananda, When he was in USA, right, he used to borrow a book from the library. This, I don't know if this is a true story or not. He used to borrow every day one new book and he used to return it very next day. The librarian became annoyed and asked one day, Swami Vivekananda, why are you borrowing the book every day if you can't read? Because that is the true, actually. You can't read. But Swami Vivekananda said, no, 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 I'm reading. After only I'm returning it back. If you have a doubt, just you can ask me. So she opened some between the page and she asked, what is this all about? And immediately said, this is in this particular page. Okay, this is what it talks about and all. So he was using his photogenic memory. So this is the power of visualization is something you can bring back whatever your study content in front of your face as an image and memorize, recall, recall, recall. This is the very easy example is movie. When you watch a movie, you can translate it word to word and you explain it to someone because it came like a movie to you. This is all about memory mastery blueprint. There are many laws of memory. This is how mind learns. Okay. There is alpha state of mind, how to chunk and learn. Okay. There are many other techniques. So I will stop here with a final quote of mine. Wow. Care. You need to start caring yourself, CARE, to become successful in your life. CARE. C stands for C stands for change. Many times, or most of the times, we'll try to change others, but our real growth lies in we need to change a lot. C, change, change, change. Okay. For example, in many situations, like a boss, right? Boss is a micromanager. We try to change him, but he is not changing. But we need to change ourselves something mentally. And the second letter in this care is CA, means accept. Many times we need to accept. Same boss, okay, micromanager, you try to change him, you don't want to change, accept as it is. Okay, he's like this, I'll go with this. Many scenarios of your day-to-day life, right? You can connect with this care concept, CARE. Maybe you are a parent and you are checking with your child, right? You try to change many of your children behavioral style, but you fed up, you are shouting instead of this thing. Maybe you can't, you change yourself, your mindset you change, and you need to accept as it is. R stands for replace or rise above. For example, boss is I said micromanager. You want to change him, not possible. You don't want to change, you don't want to accept, replace. You quit the job and move to the different job, move out of this job. If it is a recession time, you are not getting a job, rise above. Do some certification and all. Prove to your higher management, okay, I am better than the manager, so that you can change your internal project. Or your higher management will get to know about your strength, depth, and your skills. So they started respecting, then your boss will try to respect you. Okay. CAR. E stands for enjoy. What may come, what may go. You need to enjoy your life. CARE. Care yourself to get a success in your life. With this, I am closing my session. I open the forum for Q&A. If no Q&A, maybe I am fine with this. Yeah, people will come to video and they can ask questions.
I request all delegates to unmute yourselves and ask questions. You may also type your questions in the chat box.
No questions? Two things I can understand from this. You understood completely or you didn't listen to me. What I can understand. Yes, Sumit.
Yeah, so amazing presentation, sir, and all the three goal mastery, time mastery, and your memory mastery. I love the comparison of Venu to Venus. And I'm never gonna forget that. That's one takeaway for me. So learning and memory skills are amazing, and I love that part of it. I'm on the management side, so let me cross it from the other side. So sometimes what happens is when you say that I need to outshine, how does management actually compare two people to actually find out who is manager material? Unless this is my take, and I'd love to hear your view on it. Unless people kind of get comparative with their peers, try to push things beyond their conventional understanding, outperform their own peers. How does management actually look for the diamond who does not want to shine?
Okay. It's very difficult to answer your question, but I will try to answer it in a
Yes,
different
sir.
way because there is no standard formula. This is the everyday challenge. I'm doing so much, but people are not recognizing me. In fact, I have done more. In fact, I am doing it something, but other people take a credit. Okay, these are all the challenges. There is one bias we need to understand is outcome bias. Okay, so suppose there is a project, you are the manager, you are handling two projects, two people working in different project. Okay, one project successful, the other project person, right, is a team lead. Okay, both team, right? This team lead project successful, no inquiry, no disputes, no issues and all. This project team lead had lot of issues. Okay, but when you look at something, he delayed by 1 month. This other person delayed 1 month delivering his project. But look at in deep, right? Look at in deep. With this, because client is difficult, the project is difficult, the other team members assigned to this lead is not that capable. There are many factors. But being a manager, when come to increment, right, whom you will give, you will go for the outcome bias, right? Who has the project delivered, right? You will give a more increment to that person. But in fact, the other person worked late at night. He spent a lot of time because there is a lot of other challenges involved in that. Okay. But as a person, right, we are biased with many other things because we are programmed with many things, and we are with some many other parameters to decide our who is good, who is bad. Okay, until unless you talk to them over the period of time, you will not understand. That is one bias we are having it. Okay, and the second one is the communication skill is one of the biggest skill one has to learn to impress others. The person who lacks communication skill, he will lack beyond that. This is my case, my happen. Today I became a professional trainer. This is because of I had a regret on my communication skill. When I worked in IT for 17 years. Before to that, I worked 5 years in a mechanical industry. I worked in IBM SL Pro very same. I know I missed my promotion opportunity because I was an introvert because my communication was not that great. Even though technically good, even though I was handling my bigger project than the other senior manager, I missed out my promotion. Okay, the communication will play important role. So in like highlighting, right, some smart people, right, this is where smart work, right. Some people always good in talking, presenting something in the meeting, okay, writing articles, take some sessions and all, right. They will impress the top management. Many a times outer beauty will exceed or overtake the real hard work. This is what the reality. There is no other shortcut, boss. Along with our hard work, we need to be smart also. That is what my way of looking the leadership skill.
Correct, sir. So and I appreciate your answer. And fortunately for me, I am of the phase two where I look for the manager who puts in more effort. For me, effort counts more. But I am talking about, let's say, an example within a team. Okay, you have a manager and you have five people within the team. Sometimes people do not want to go beyond their managers or won't want to outperform their own peers. How What is the mantra so that you can make people outperform their own peers? Because sometimes people think that it is not wise to go out, itna hi karna hai, jyada hero kyun banna hai. Why? Because sometimes people feel that ultimately my And I've seen during your presentation you've linked a lot of times the appraisals and the recognition. So it that happens through managers. So people will not outperform their managers. People will stay subdued within the manager. They will not even try to outperform their own peers in terms of performance. I don't know why, but I see this most of the times. And when this happens, for the management to kind of, spot the bright blue-eyed boys or girls becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah. See, for that, many people come to me for personality, overall personality development. Even
Right.
people with manager level, right? They will come, senior manager, they want to take a complete personality development, public speaking and all. See, what I observed over the period of time, see, I have many other topics to, I'll take care. Usually, we need to understand our behavioral style. Okay? See, I said, right, our thoughts will come 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts will keep coming, and more than 75% of our thoughts are redundant and unnecessary. But looking at in deep, these thoughts are revolves around Vyakti, Vastu, Vishaya, Ghatane. Vyakti, Vastu, Vishaya, Ghatane. See, we are talking about a person, we are talking about an object, we are talking about a subject, we are talking about an incident. Okay? Because and everybody look at this Vyakti, Vastu, Vishaya, Ghatana in a different way. Everybody is unique because everybody is programmed over the period of time because of environment, education, experience. Environment may be our siblings, the way I am born and all, right? My experience, my incident, my education level, everything. I'm like personality. I am like this. Okay, I am like this. I am introvert. I am extrovert. I can't do it. Okay, I can't talk to over there. I can't confidently talk. See, this is the image we build, and we are living in a kind of a mindset, right? This is what I am. To come out of to break that, right? We need to change a lot. First of all, we need to understand what is my behavioral style. There are a lot of psychometric tests available in even free online, right? Know your behavioral style. You go assess,
Mhm.
right? To broader view, there are four quadrant if you take it, right? There is a relator, okay? Is very soft-spoken introvert person. He will care for relation. There is other quadrant talk about a thinker, okay? Is logic and all, is very good in research and all. He don't want to mingle with other people and all. Okay, he works, he is very good in his work. He is not a communicative person. The other quadrant talks about socializer. He is very good in talking to people, making dumb people, even silent people to talk to them. These are all the social kind of people. They are good in doing marketing, sales and all. That is my behavioral style of that person. The other quadrant talks about a director role. Okay, he is a leader. Okay, even though it technically not good, but is good in extracting the work. Even in people say I can't do it, this person will go ahead and say yes, I will take care of this. When look at in reality also, your manager is not as brilliant as even the team member or a team lead. Actual work is happening from the team people only, team lead or technical people and all. Manager is good at his communication, his way of handling the team. He don't worry about your pain and all. He says you do however you want it. I want a result. Okay. And he talk to the people and get the work done.
Correct.
So to get out of that comfort zone, right, we need to understand what I am today. I need to work towards my growth. I need to start investing on myself. Many
Correct.
people not invest on our own self. Maybe we'll invest to do planning for many other things, but will not invest for our own development. We don't know the our importance, our credibility. The moment you start keeping a budget for our growth, your time will change. That is what I want to say. There is no other shortcut, boss.
Lovely. Amazing talking to you, sir, and thank you so much. A lot of insight, and I wish more people were here from the organization to take advantage of what you have, flawlessly given with your full heart and soul put into it. Appreciate, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Honored. Honored.
maybe only my request is I run a company, Venu CV Leadership Nexus.
Right.
Okay. If you're really happy with my content, my this thing, go to Venu CV Leadership Nexus, Google, put a review, boss, with
We'll do
five
that,
rating.
sir. I
Okay.
assure you, all 35 of us, we will put our reviews to you, sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. It's been amazing. That's all from my side. If there are any other questions, I request the people to either unmute or put it in the chat box.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Please
I'm
do.
Suresh here. There is a tactic which is normally used. like divide and rule, ignore and destroy confidence. Are you able to hear me, sir? The
Yes,
normally,
yes, yes, very much, very
I'm
much,
a
very
very
much.
senior person. Actually, I've known this tactic way back. Divide and rule, destroy confidence, and ignore the person. This was a real life example I had faced in my earlier time of my career. So, how can we manage this kind of
Okay, my question to you is, see, now you said people will do, as a leader, you will do divide and rule, push and pull, right? This kind
yeah,
of this
yeah,
thing
yeah.
in a real-time scenario. How to handle this, or the question is how the team member can face this kind of challenge?
No, how to handle this? How to handle this?
Who has to handle this? See, I'm a leader, I'm a senior
As a
manager.
leader, as a leader, as a leader.
Okay. So, see, these are all mindset, boss. These are all
Yeah,
mindset. I said, right? Bias is one of the biggest subject I need to deal. Okay.
yeah.
Without our knowledge, we have a bias. My group, out of group. Okay. There is a lot of even research done. Okay. You see, the person, when you go for an interview, even when being in IT industry, we used to get a bias document. Okay. Before taking an interview, read through this thing. You should not be a bias. If suppose that person is from Karnataka, okay, that person speaks Kannada, so I will be biased. So if person is from my own town, still I am biased, okay. Without my knowledge, very first incident, right, will tag him, right, will the weightage will go here. There are two-person I'm interviewing. Somehow I'll go with this person mindset without my knowledge. Even I say as a leader I'm not biased, but somehow we are biased, okay.
Right.
Until unless you're consciously aware of this bias, right? If somehow we are biased, okay? You take it in a day-to-day life. My child do some mistake, we love them, we laugh at them, okay? Many things. Do a mistake, I scolded that guy, they will be happy, oh, my daughter is so much confident and all. But other person do same thing, we look at in a different way. You do gossip, right? We even know our own flaws, but we talk about other people. We other people also talking about this thing. See, as a leader, I should have this. We should have, if a company is having this kind of a document to read through, okay, how to come out of this thing. There are bias, right? Then they have to educate, company has to educate these leaders. Don't be biased. No, don't be do out group, in group, out group. I've seen many things push and pull happen. This is what I fed up and I left my IT company also, okay. Lot of push
Yes,
and
yes.
pull also will happen, okay.
Yes, sir.
This
Thank you
is,
very much, sir. Thank you.
yeah, we have to face it, boss. Otherwise, until unless I am strong enough, right? I need to be strong enough to bypass all those things. That is why individual, I'm talking about mind coach, productivity specialist, right? I need to be strong enough to manage all those things, difficult challenges.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I don't think there are any questions, sir. I'd request you to, if possible, put that review link in the chat box. Then we can, just pick it up from there.
Yeah, meantime, I'll do that. Okay.
Yes. So anybody, if you want to ask any question, please make good this opportunity where you can ask Venu sir directly.
Hey, recently, I'm writing one book about energy management.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about thought mastery. Okay. How
Yeah.
to manage our thought. Okay. So I created one framework now, not now. 1 minute. I'll copy this, otherwise I will
Yes.
miss out.
Yes.
Why? I'm not getting this 1 minute.
You can just dictate to me, sir. I'll write it.
Yeah, no. I got a link already. I need to paste it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the link.
Yeah, we
Okay,
got that.
need to go there. Okay,
Thank you so much.
please. Okay. Okay. See, now I created a concept. Okay. Now, not now, now, next, not now. See, because our conscious mind is limited. Conscious mind is limited. That we need to understand. Our subconscious mind do a lot of things. Consciously, we say, "Oh, my decisions are right. I am talking sense, right?" But it is driven by subconscious mind. Okay, many a time. So now morning. See, suppose I am talking a session. I am taking a session. Next 1 hour or half an hour, it is I am in a now with this particular session. Okay. Suppose now requires lot of thought process. And thought process is limited. Conscious mind is limited. I can talk to one person effectively. If I try to talk to two-person, I will miss out. You know that, right? If I am focused on one task, if there is a disturbance, I will be disturbed. Okay. So in that now thought, my next thought is I have to take one more session or I have to go somewhere. Okay. If that task thought comes to now, suppose, okay, now my productivity is gone. The moment next task thought comes to my now, right? Consciously, I need to say, "Oh, boss, this is after 2 hours. I need not worry anything about this." Okay, I need to be now consciously. We need to take it out to put it into the next. There are some thoughts will come that is after 1 week something. I prepared some presentation already. I have to give an important presentation. That is my life. Okay. My credibility, that is where it gives an identity. Okay. Maybe I prepared, maybe I need to refresh after before 1 day before to that presentation. But that thought will keep coming to now sometimes. Then I take it and consciously say, no, that is after 1 week, not now. Now, next, not now. This one beautiful something, this conscious we need to develop, right? Maybe we need to identify your task based on the task, and at the same time, we need to identify our thought management. And even on regular basis, also, if you do it consciously, do it right. Now there is a now thought. Next, don't allow next thought. Next thought is after 1 hour. Next to next thought is after 3 hours, right? This kind of visibility will have thought management, right? We can do a fantastic work. So our productivity, right? I'm talking about productivity because we are keep doing work, but we are not productive.
Right.
Thought mastery is important one, sir. To mind management, thought mastery. I can take two more question or one more question. Time up,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Yeah.
Can I have a question, please?
Yes, please.
Yeah, very good. Good afternoon. It was excellent presentation, and I was on my toes. Uh, 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 attentive, very much attentive to your each and every word what you spoke. I have question on the present generation, like spirituality. If I see the spirituality plays very important role. Many things you get with the institution, you get a vibration, what is right, what is wrong, when you take the decision, management decision. And I've seen in my case, spiritually plays very important role. Like early morning, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, when I just get up, and then I get some good ideas. I don't know where it is comes. It comes because of my spirituality, or it comes through my ancestors' blessings. So today, people, new generation, they are moving away from the spirituality, moving away from the religion. How do you look forward? How do you look the future?
Okay, sir. Okay. See, in my next book, I'm writing energy management. There is a spiritual energy is one of the component in that. Okay. See, when I talk about spiritual energy, it is nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with dharma, nothing. Spiritual energy is something different. Okay. To put it in a different way, suppose, okay. See, yeah, values and ethics is good for me, actually. Forget about others. I am truthful, right? Suppose, okay, I'm a officer. Okay, I made a lot of money to corrupt and all. Okay, that is out of the scope. Okay, I made money. But internally, I can't be happy, right? I can't be happy. I can't sleep with a good solid sleep. Because my internally I am thinking something. So spirituality, when I look at this, is right. Okay, this is values and ethics and our attitude. Okay, this is where you look at. We will not bring any religion or dharma into this. Okay, first concept is spiritual energy is something we need to add a purpose to our life. Why I need to do this? Suppose, for example, this is a free session I'm giving. Okay, free session, I'm not getting any money out of this. Okay, then if I am not purposeful to give openly this content, then I will restrict. Okay, oh, you come to my session, I will explain. Okay, because I am very much purposeful. When I give, I want to give something true-heartedly. I'm happy. If someone say happy, right? Oh, okay. I got tomorrow. I met someone right out of you. I've been to Mumbai or something. Hey, I attended your session. That is the happiness it will give. That will create a lot of dopamine, other chemicals. Actually, my health will increase because of internal chemicals. Okay, that we understand the spiritual portion of it. Then coming to morning. So morning when you wake up, ideas will come. That is what you said, right? To understand this, to understand this a better way, when you get out of from a deep sleep, when you wake up from a deep sleep, you feel fresh or energetic or you are tired. When you wake up from a deep sleep, okay, you feel fresh, energetic or you are tired. You feel energetic, right? No, you are in a mute, I think. Yeah.
We feel very energetic.
Energetic, right?
Excellent.
What happened? See, you had a food in the night at 9 or something, almost 10 hours or something, but still you feel energetic when you wake up from the morning. You didn't had a friend, you didn't watch a movie, but you still feel energetic. To understand this, we need to understand every day we live in three states. Conscious states, that is Jagrut Avastha, then dream state, that is dream, Swapnavastha, then Sushupti, dreamless state, deep sleep. Okay, that is Sushupti, we call it as conscious state, dream state, dreamless state. So in the conscious state, both body and mind is working. In Swapnavastha, okay, so in dream state, body is taking rest and mind is awakened. Mind is still thinking. Maybe you get an kind of a dream, right? Your tiger is chasing, you are running from one place to another, then suddenly you will wake up sweating. So what you need to realize, your body was taking rest, okay, but mind was thinking light, everything is seeing. Suddenly it will wake up and it is sweating, okay. So, but in deep sleep, what happens? Okay, deep sleep, what happens? Both body and mind is taking rest. So, in reality, right? In reality, to look at it, body actually requires sleep and mind requires rest. That is why you talk about you need to get into a state of calm mind, calm mind. Only calm mind can be creative. That is why without your knowledge, your morning will get an idea because your thoughts are no thoughts. Okay. Suddenly, and the beautiful is our subconscious mind also learning something. Memory consolidation happens in the deep sleep, actually. This is what I will do. Before night, right? Something I want to write a book. I will something is not striking. I'll read through that. I'll put it into my memory. I visualize something. I'll go for a sleep. Morning, as soon as I wake up at 5, right? Some idea will come. Before go to play, I'll write it down on the my notepad. Then I'll go for the play and then I will come back. So this is nothing to do with spirituality. This is with something because of our mind is calm. Our subconscious mind thinks something like you kept a key somewhere, suppose. Okay, you keep looking for a key, you will not find it, but you come back, you stop looking, come back, sit, relax. The moment our subconscious mind is looking where is the key, and after some time, oh, I kept the key there, and you will go and pick up that. That is the beauty of subconscious mind. So what I'm saying is being calm is our true nature. In silence only our creativity will come. If you take any invention, innovation happened, right? Archimedes principle, sitting on a tree, right? He was reading some books and all with a calm mind. Suddenly apple came, something flashed. There is something Archimedes principle, Newton's law, Archimedes principle, he was in a bathtub. Suddenly, eureka, water flown out of the tub. These are all the ways silent mind will be more creative. Hope I answered your question. Have I answered?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, if no more this thing, maybe I can.
Yeah, I saw. I see there is no questions anymore.
Yes, over to you, Pranali.
Yeah. So we are going ahead. Before that, on behalf of entire ICS and the people who present over the session, we sincerely thank you, Venu sir, for your insightful session on your book Blueprint for Success. Your words were truly inspiring and meaningful. We appreciate your time and guidance. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for giving the opportunity.
We are closing.
Okay. Shall I
So
sign
there
off?
is a message from Ajay sir for
Okay.
you in a chat box, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for the informative and meaningful session. Thanks a lot.
ICS is placed to provide you all its research and development, integrated management system, QMS, EMS, and OHSMS, excellence in education management, ISO made easy in Gujarati, Marathi, Telugu, Hindi. For reading any of the above books, please contact Ms. Sushma Kindalkar. Feedback form, please register on www.sadgunsang.org and go in your login and give feedback. Thank you. So we are closing.
Thanks
So much, Venu sir, once again. Appreciate it.
That's it. Any other formalities?
No, that's it, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate. Thanks for your time. Look forward to meeting and hearing you
Yeah.
once again. Was an honor,
Yeah.
was a privilege.
Yeah, that's all. Some review comments, right? It will help me a lot.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. I've already posted mine and I've requested all the others to do theirs as well.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks. What you do actually?
So I'm with ICS only, sir.
Okay, okay.
So I'm with ICS. I'm placed here. I sit in the head office. So if you happen to visit Mumbai, please do visit us, sir. It'll be an
I
honor.
don't know. This is the second time I'm giving session here. Okay. I don't know much about your ICS.
So we basically are into certification and third-party inspection services, and we've got branches all over India. So we've got about 16 to 18 branches all over India, and we operate in some countries overseas. So we basically do all kinds of ISO certifications. We've got a good footprint of clients across India, and we do ISO certificates and third-party inspections. We'd also do some notified work on behalf of FSSAI, CDSCO. So we grant
Okay.
licenses. That's what our main job is. We work
Good.
very closely with a lot of PSUs. So for
What is
them,
that? PS?
public sector undertakings like oil companies like ONGC, HPCL, Bharat Petroleum, Indian Oil,
Okay,
HPCL.
okay. Mhm.
So that's what we do, sir.
Okay, if anywhere I'm a leadership
100%, sir.
trainer.
I would connect with you in person for a session for all our people formally.
See, next book, see, I don't know. Next book is, I'm damn sure my inner conscious says that is one of the international book, Energy Management. Okay. I'm
Nice.
coming out with lot of practical, my own modules, framework. That is any top self-help book, right? I'm writing. If something get published through Penguin and all, right, this I will become an international author in a very next day. Okay. I don't know who give me that contact. Maybe something you have a contact and all. Please let me know. Anywhere
Done, sir.
in Delhi, right? Any good publisher, international publisher can ready to publish
Done,
the
sir.
book. It
We
will
know
be.
a couple of publishing houses. We'll try and connect.
It will happen in next 1.5 months. Pretty much
Lovely.
from last 4 months, 24/7. I'm working on that. Okay.
Nice.
I know the quality of the book. Even now, not now, right? It came to the mind, right? I'm creating that kind of concept. What is
Right.
thought and emotion?
Correct.
Okay, how thought comes and emotion will have it.
Emotions.
I
Right.
created a quadrant. Okay, like practically people can go and apply their thought process and find out why my emotions are like this.
Lovely, sir. So wish you all the very best for your launch and more power to you, sir. As I've also mentioned in my review comment, more power to you. May you enlighten and shape more minds, and may more people get blessed with your offering, sir.
Cool. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Good
Bye.
day, sir. Bye bye, sir.
Good.